This is got to be the brightest parking lot I've ever stayed in a minute. It's got to be the brightest. It's got to be the freaking brightest. Brightest. Oh, thanks. Um, man, you know what? I love this Ninja. I don't know what the heck it is. It's Ninja air fryer, roaster, grill, baker, and dehydrator. This thing is awesome. It's freaking awesome. Oh, this second I am putting these daggone compression socks on. Uh, Get ready to start the day. I could have left about 1 o'clock this morning, but then I would have had to wait because my dispatches don't get in till 7. They don't really get started till 8. It's just you got to figure out things in your head and on your fingers and everything else. I gotta tell her today. A few days off. Day. It's crazy how that it's crazy how my truck is looking a whole lot cleaner. What's going on, Mike? It's crazy how my truck is looking a whole lot cleaner, and I'm looking like, am I all right? Am I depressed? Because usually this place be trashed, but maybe it's because it's my permanent truck. I'm mentally treating it a little bit better, you know. Maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Got no choice. Oh shit. Oh, I was gonna make some coffee, but I'm really not tired of. I don't need no coffee right now. I mean, yeah, that's true. Hold on 1 second. And we are going to start the clock. What does it say? Some weird stuff going on. Uh, all right, back. Let me throw this garbage out. Really do need a new garbage can. Oh, it done got cold again. I mean, it done got freaking cold again. Oh, hold on. It's, oh, I'm in a good mood. I got so much sleep. you know, Jesus. Oh, okay. Oh, I could have left a little bit earlier, but all right. That's crazy. That was crazy. I was looking at, I think it's on Facebook and TikTok that it's showing um, what we just think we're like swirling around in a circle in space, but we're swirling around in a circle in space, and that's swirling around in a bigger giant circle in space, and the whole Milky Way galaxy is moving, and it's moving closer to another galaxy, and in about 1 billion years it's going to collide. That's a lot to, there's a lot to think about. Let's see. Mhm. Oh, sorry. That one, that's got me intrigued, you know? Everybody thinks it's all hunky dory and it's just you just floating around or whatever. You're being hit by by particles and all kind of, not particles, but like gamma rays and all of this different types of radiation. It's just like when I was on a submarine in the Navy, I had to walk around with a radiation recorder on my belt to check to see, so they could check and see how much radiation I actually was taking in. Hold on. Time to take my morning conglomerate of vitamins. Well, they're saying it'll never be like Star Trek where we can warp into the next galaxy and the next universe because it's gonna it, they're moving too far away, and they've got you know these black holes that are so big, it's like 100 times, 1,000 times larger than the sun. I mean, and I was reading some believe that we're inside. Uh, Somehow come up with the idea that we're inside. That we're inside a black hole. It's crazy. You ever remember that movie, that Disney movie, Black Hole? Uh, but it's crazy how they can look at like this blur. Hey, good morning. Good morning. This blur on the screen and tell you everything about it like that. Well, nah, that was a good one. That was good, for the age, and for the time. You know what I mean? It Disney wasn't this mega conglomerate that it is now. Bam, bam, bam. But it is true that the movie industry is dying. But I think I'm gonna buy me I think I'm gonna buy. I have a flat screen. I got that 34 inch. I got that 34-inch TV at the house. I got to measure out the holes on this holder for this flat screen TV holder in the back of this truck, and I might move that. I'm gonna take that off my desk and put it in the truck. But I think I'm gonna get a DVD player and we've got like rolls and rolls of old DVDs. Start watching me some DVDs, or I have to play it and fall asleep to it. And I have like this battery, this jump box where I can plug something in. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch TV on that and plug it in the, or get me one of those, battery powered, boxes, and plug it into that, so I can, I don't kill my truck battery. I'm figuring some stuff out. Figuring some stuff out. I'm still nervous because I've got this phobia, Mike, about putting too much stuff in the truck, because they can get rid of you at any time and anywhere across the United States. No matter how much time you got under your belt. And I was reminded of that when they wanted me to bring this truck home, but the truck broke down. This stuff was full. They were yo. These people were immaculate. They were clean and everything, but they got let go. You know, and they were like fanatical. I don't know if they were what's that, Jehovah's Witness or whatever. They had so much uh Jesus information in the truck. They probably walk around giving it out. Like, yeah, man, no, but they was probably giving it out everywhere. You know, but like I said, I've got secret fears, and I just admitted to one. That that makes me nervous. I'm just being honest. You know, yeah, yeah. That's why I only put stuff in this truck that I don't mind losing. I would be mad if they took my GoPro. I haven't been using it lately. I would be mad if they took my GoPro. They could keep this GPS. Rand McNally just failed. I got a GPS that I really just look at it for the speed. It tell me the speed, which I don't even really need. I got to look at my dashboard. My dashboard gives me the speed. You know what I mean? um, let's take a look. Then we gonna sit. I started the clock. I'm already getting the pre-trip. Like I said, I could have left at 1 this morning, but that hour from 1 to 3, no matter how much sleep you get, it's so hard to drive. So I was like, you know what? Let me get past that 3 o'clock mark, and I'll just go then. You know what I mean? I said, let me just get past that. I'll just go then, and we won't have no drama for your mama. I seen on Facebook there, ICE done made it in back into Georgia. I hope no one don't come confront me with that mess. Because I'm not the one, man. I'm not talking shit. Just leave me alone. You know, y'all voted for this crap. I didn't vote for this. I did not vote for this. Oh, man. I had this oversized hamburger last night. Because what I do, there's think it's USA Foods or something. It's like a food distributor that sells to the public now. You can get ground beef, um, like I think it's like 10 pounds for around $30. And I make these big giant hamburger patties and free and wrap them up. My wife been eating them. She don't save me nothing, but there was one, and I put it in this machine, and boy, it was good. I make it's like a prefabbed round circle that you put the ground beef in, and I make these big giant burger patties, which is like you said, chop steak, whatever they call it, with gravy on it, mashed potatoes. I could do stuff like that now, but I can do all this crazy stuff, but it's not in my actual diet plan. I'm supposed to be low carb. I'm supposed to be low carb. Now I got a machine I can actually bake a freaking potato in. I can actually bake biscuits. I can dehydrate. It's a dehydrator. Um, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We ain't got no choice. Let's see. Yeah, what I might start doing um, is, but I'm very cheap when I'm out here. But I need to start getting me like I got a cooler and bring a cooler out, put like vegetables in the cooler, and cover it ice every 2 days. That type of thing, so that I can have more than just you know meat or whatever. Yeah, and I used to be able to get a good amount of stuff to go um to drive with, but the economy done went through the roof, man. You know what I mean? It done went through the roof. It's getting scary out here. I thought COVID was bad. This 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 shit is another thing coming. Shit. All right, let's get rocking. I'd actually bought like I was I was in this Under Armour phase where I would go buy me a lot of Under Armour stuff, thinking it would make me you know like thinking that it would make me work out if I would buy Under Armour stuff, you know. And I looked. I was at the house. I got some Under Armour long sleeve shirts. I like it baggy. You really can't get baggy at Under Armour, but I put like Under Armour long sleeve shirt on, and but it's cold enough that I can actually. It's not bothering me. You know what I mean? And it's weird how I got to get out of here because I got to make sure that I can make that turn and not clip that truck. You be proud of me, boy, for this petrol, you can get a big old container. I don't know if it's a half gallon or a quart of ice cream. And nobody, I was like, nobody will know. Nobody will know. I'll get it and start over again tomorrow. Jesus. Okay. I was like wondering why I don't see no light because my light wasn't on. I'm saying to myself, nobody will know. And I was like, come on, man. It's like, my subconscious was saying, come on, man. You can at least make an effort. Wow. That's amazing. This one also has a bowling alley. I never go over there. I need to go over there just to look, see what it looks like. I never go over there to look. More start our day. Oh boy. What the heck? What the heck? I'm gonna get some money. I'm gonna get a pair of glasses that's just specific to night driving. I guess they got the yellow tint on them. I'm gonna get a pair of glasses just specifically for night driving. I was looking at a picture of um, my Jacobson 518 real more because I'm gonna start buying. I'm start ordering some stuff for it, but I gotta wait till I get home. Um, one side of this machine looks like it has the brakes on it, but the other side doesn't. So I just gotta get me a list of stuff I need to order. I need to order two brake cables and a handle. And I remember in a Facebook forum, this guy was so mean to me. Everybody says, it's prejudice, big fingerboard, you just plain people. He was so freaking mean to me because everybody else, he would send a picture, post a picture of the mower, and he would literally tell them everything they need before they even ask. It'd be in his comments. And I posted a picture and asked at the same time. He ain't said nothing. I was like, oh. Then I happened to look. All these people were Caucasian, and I'm the only black guy in the group. I was like, oh, I see what's going on. Oh, it's not like that. He says, no, it's not like that. He's just an asshole. Okay. And the next, a few days later, he posted something, he said something really derogatory and had the same picture, but Zoomed in just a little bit, and it said with from an what do you call that? It didn't have a name on it. Whoever did the post, and the guy said you need people commented you stop being an asshole. The guy's just asking for help. I said it's okay, and I broke it down. This guy's being prejudiced or bigoted or whatever the heck, whatever. Because I'm the only African American that's asking for help. Everybody else he helps. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out, and I'll have fun doing it. Because people think they're better than you. People think they're better than you just because of their skin color. They think they can be an a-hole, and they hide behind, oh, well, I go to church every Sunday. I'm better than you. So there's a lot of churches that were having picnics, afternoon picnics, and lynching black folks. But we all, oh, don't say that. You hurt my feelings. Well, we got these brown shirt Gestapos walking around. Every every video you see, the ICE guy's got his gun out and pointing it. The cops are effed up, but they don't start effed up. Because if a police officer, once he pulls the gun out, he shoots. But these guys, they got their guns out and pointed dead at you. See, that's why I go to 0 to 100, because I'll be like, shoot, motherfucker, go ahead. Because my wife, at least I know my wife will be set for life after this shit. Go ahead and shoot. Especially in this truck, we have an emergency camera. That camera, even though I don't like it, there's a button right on top. It'll start. You hit that button to start recording. I'm like, go ahead and shoot. I've done nothing. Shoot. Own your ass. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's funny. So, and someone said, funny, you'll hear about the Proud Boys and all these other uh, organizations, these white racist, white supremacist organizations. You know why? Because they got a job working for ICE. I was like, oh my God. My jaw fell to the floor. One gay protester, the guys came, had him locked up, and said, "Are you afraid not?" Don't mess with gay people, man. They done been through hell and back, especially the older gays. And the guy said, "No, I'm afraid of you." He said, "You're white-headed. You wouldn't be any fun." You see the sound. Did you hear the words that came out of my mouth? I'm not afraid of you. Would be fun. See, they're gonna come across the wrong. I'm gonna predict this. ICE is gonna come across the wrong set of people, the wrong group of people that's gonna fight back. Not with marching and not with praying. No, they're gonna fight back, and they're gonna retaliate, and they're gonna return fire. ICE in this is not for. I'm predicting this, and it ain't coming from me, because you're going to fire upon the wrong people, ex-military, especially ex-army. Half those guys are PTS, what D or whatever. They're walking around. They carry guns. I know people that carry guns all day, every day, and know how to use it, and they've been in firefights. They're gonna eye you up to the right time when it's time to fire that gun. You better watch out. You better watch out and see a skilled person. They're not. They're not shooting to. They're shooting to hate you. You better watch out. I'm just saying. It's none of my business. Leave me out of it. Messing with the cartels. Those are many armies, bro. They get the right amount of money. They go on, better watch out. I'm just saying. There was one guy that said, and Trump was talking about invading Greenland. You invade Greenland, we're taking every military base that you've got across the world. It's the United States against NATO. You have to be a moron. Just think about it. Here's a new one. He went on a rant about people who drinking alcohol and alcoholism. Trump is talking about making America dry again. Oh boy, he will get booted out of the White House so quick for by removing alcohol. He will get booted out of the country. He will get booted out of the White House. I'm telling you, man. Uh, I'm just saying that some of this stuff is straight up stupid. I don't know why I thought I had an hour left. I got 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm like, what the heck? uh, left at 4. And it's all good. It's all good. Oh boy. So, Mike, what type of vegetables you got growing in your hydroponics? Uh, oh, it's too late, Mike. I already bought the thing. Remember, I told you I bought that little. It's a little thing that hooks up to the Wi-Fi and it starts calculating for the Bitcoin or whatever. Yeah, of course I didn't get nothing, but I checked it. and it's still doing its thing. You know, I, yeah, it's just a novelty. And I looked it up. It's a novelty. But I would lose my mind if I come over and it says I hit. I'm like, if I hit, I give you my moderation. I give you at least $5,000. I give you at least $5,000 moderation bonus. Maybe that'll force it to hit you. I think. Oh boy, I'm in North Carolina. It's freaking 30 degrees. Well, it's nice. It's no, but it's still January. You know. Oh, Mama said, uh, Mama's in the house. Good morning. Um, we should be doing something. Remember when they used, everybody to move to the winds? Remember when we had uh, the hypathon? Y'all remember that? That mess was fun. There were so many people doing it, and there were so many people that were so nervous because they weren't used to talking to people online. Now they're so they're dedicated. But how do you stay dedicated? How do you stay dedicated? How do you come up with new ideas, conversations? How do you stay? How do you stay dedicated to the cause when, when it's so heartbreaking? Like right now, I'm coming up on my anniversary, my YouTube anniversary, which is going to be decimating to me. I think I hit it on. I got to check. Um, and the hours is going to just plummet. They're going to plummet more than they're plummeting now. Uh, you know, and I'm like, but I've already given up. I'm just right now is a part of having fun and a part of just filming what I want to film and doing what I want to do. Like I said, I got my start getting stuff for this more to put together, and then I'm start putting together the aerator. Another auction is coming up. I might, I might bid on a stand up mower, but that's a big ass mower. I might bid on it, but most I'll go is 500. But we'll see. A lot of that stuff at auction, they don't make parts for them no more. So you got to buy another. You got to wait. You got to wait and buy another mower of maybe close to the same model, cannibalize that stuff. So I'm like, oh man. So it is what it is. It is what it is, brother. Um, I had nothing to talk about when I'm in a good mood. I woke up in a good mood. Had nothing to rant about because I woke up in a good mood. I actually, my back aches because I slept too much. Oh boy. Woke up in a good mood. I slept too much. It's crazy. Oh darn. Okay. Oh boy. It would be cool if I could get at least a 300 or 400 mile one. That would get me, I think, like 23, 2400 miles a week. And that's what I want to average, but these fools, you know, just say it like that. I'm being polite. You know, these wonderful people, and you got all these people that are online. I just got my CDL. You thinking you're gonna make all this money? You thinking you're gonna make all this money, and you get out here and you can't get no loan. I work one of the biggest companies in the U.S. and they're telling the dispatchers, man, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So, and I'm sitting there begging for stuff. That's why I didn't rush because I did. Months ago, I would have back to back loads. I would know what my next load. I don't know what the next load is. So I'm like, you know what? I drive better when the sun starts coming up anyway. You know what I mean? Like you can't see it, but the sun is starting. The sun is starting to come up. The dark sky is starting to get light. I drive better like that. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'd rather drive this. That's what Starting to get packed out here. Doesn't it look like fun? And some people ask, well, how do you get used to this? You just got to get out here and do it. You got to keep your eyes moving because you will actually get hypnotized by the room. You got to keep your eyes moving. You got to keep, don't just focus on a set point. Watch your mirrors. I hate, you see how close I am? I'm really not close, but it's close enough to scare me. Only the concrete barrier. I don't want to hit that. That wouldn't be a good idea. I remember when I first started, I went over a bridge. It's up there in Illinois. That scared the bejesus out of me because it was just dark. You just see darkness. And it's like certain things you're not used to. And you got to get used to pulling such a long, what's this? Something like, I think it's like 72 feet. And keeping an eye on that rear. Your truck, keeping an eye on your truck moving. Yeah. Wait to payday and then at one of these truck stops, I'm Uber Eats and have them shop and get me some coffee cream, man. I miss my morning coffee. I think I'm gonna go by Sam's Club and get. I know you probably can buy it like a case of coconut water. That stuff is nasty, but it's supposed to be really good for you. Help you hydrate. I think I need to do some Sam's Club shopping. Get some wholesale stuff, wholesale brand. You know. Hey, Jay. Um, uh, I remember you were talking about sleeping the other day. The last 2 days, I went to sleep without nothing. Normally, I take the magnesium glycinate, um, but I haven't been taking that last few days, and I've just been knocked the heck out, which is a good thing. Sometimes you don't want to keep on taking the same stuff and it'll make it null and void. Um, I got to do a run. I got to do a run. I want to get some mushroom coffee. Yeah, I definitely want to get some mushroom coffee and I guess it's time to start buying some seasons for the truck because I want to start doing some videos on me cooking in the truck. Um, I just hate cleaning. I hate to clean a toilet. I just hate cleaning. But this thing that I'm cooking with now seems to be much easier to clean, and I'm gonna get a microwave, a real cheap microwave, and with the DVD player, I think, and a better cover, and another carpet, another little spot of carpet in here, and I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. Yep, yep. Oh, good. Good. I got Valentine's Day coming up, and my wedding anniversary, and my wife's birthday, February and March. I'm gonna go broke here, man. But I got an idea for it's gonna be Valentine's Day slash wedding anniversary present. I'm happy for the first world problems. Uh, my first wife did deserve everything I got her. So I told her I told her I will never in my life get anything ever again. I meant that, and I never did. Now that I'm with Nora, she makes it fun. She makes it fun to want to give her something. I got her two Coach bags. I got a Coach. It's a Coach black Coach alligator pocketbook with the wallet, the alligator wallet. I bought that June of last year, and I had it hidden in the house. When I went to California. That's why I get. That's why I find the pocket. I find the pocketbooks in California, and I just hold on to them. I hold on to them. I have, you know what? Because I'm very forgetful. I got to look behind my back seat in my truck. I might have hit one of her pocketbooks back there. I gotta go look. I but I've got good. You call me the pocketbook picker. I know her style, and she loves them. She wears them bag out. That's the kind of present I want to give somebody. I bought her two. I don't know what they call them, Snuggies. She loves that. She loves the cheaper one. I spent $100 on one. She don't like that one. She likes the cheaper one. I'm like, man, I could save $100. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm not like a super gift giver, but I try to remember. I try to remember and give something from the heart. Uh, but I try to figure stuff out too. You know, that's the thing we forget. we get laxative with it, laxation. We forget because it's a setup. Like, nah, I don't want nothing. No, Jeff, you get something. Because if you said we said you didn't want nothing, well, why did you give it to me? You said you didn't want nothing. You should have. No, I shouldn't have. And some of, I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm not gonna say y'all. Some of us need to get a mental evaluation. I was watching a video before I got up, started driving, of a guy trying to leave the house. The wife threw his clothes all over the place, trying to get stop touching me. Just little stupid stuff. Stop touching me. I'm trying to leave. When I left my wife, I left everything. All I got was because my company was flexing. I made an excuse. I moved it out of the house. But I left everything. I left all my suits. I left everything. She do all that stuff. I had those Steve Harvey suits, the long ones. They covered up your man boobs and your stomach. I had the Steve Harvey suits. I left all that because I knew it'd be like one of those videos. And I don't want that. I talk a lot about I'll defend myself, but I don't want that. You don't. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where you got to fight your way out of it. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where you got to fight. Period. Somebody says it's a form of mental abuse if you're quiet. I I I get quiet real quick because I have a mental Tourette syndrome. And y'all know what Tourette? I said, motherfucker, bitch, and the words come out real quick. And I know a lot of times you say something in a relationship where you can't take it back. So I learned shut up until I can say something humanly possible. If I can't say it humanly possible, I won't say a word. I will not say a word. But even then, we've got everybody's got all this mental. All y'all got all this uh, mental training, psychologist training, and psychiatrist training. And everybody's a narcissist. If you ever met a real narcissist, you'd be terrified. If you ever met a real psychopath, you'd be pissing your pants. These people are straight up crazy. But we use those words and we use, we use fat shaming. Yeah, I said it. We say fat shaming. No, half the time when someone's morbidly obese, there's a problem. I'm an emotional eater. That's one of my problems. It took me a long time to figure it out. I'm like, every time I'd be upset, I'd have a double cheeseburger in my mouth. Wait a minute, player. So when you start recognizing you got problems, you got to start figuring out how to fix it. And I just realized, the time that's done flew. I done flew. And I ain't even really said nothing. We've been like, I sound like the person on Peanuts. I ain't really said nothing. But hey, you guys have a blessed day. Happy Tuesday. You will see you guys tomorrow. Keep me in the prayers so I keep this truck on the road. This is some dangerous stuff. Coming up next wellness for mama. Get your workout on. Positive affirmations. Maybe you get rid of the man boobs like I need to. Maybe you make that pooper a little bit smaller. But other than that, y'all have a blessed day. If you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you. God loves you. See you tomorrow. Come on back for some more foolishness and nonsense. This is